I was like
fuck.
Hi, my name is Rachel and I'm 28 years old this year.
Hi, my name is Norman. I've been married to Rachel for 8 years. We have 2 sons, Reyes and Rayan, 8 and 4 this year.
Hi, my name is Hui. I'm 24 years old this year.
Hi, I'm Kenny. So I'm 29 this year. I'm married to Hui for 9 months and we have a 1 month plus daughter. Her name is Estelle.
Starting off, how did you all know each other?
We actually got to know each other through our mutual friend. We met in a countdown party in ZULA.
I was working as a car rental, so she rented a vehicle for me.
When you rent car, then like they take your IC to register. So he realized, hey, you actually stay very near me.
From there on, we started talking.
How did you all get together and who made the first move?
One day we went
It was at East
Coast
Coast.
Beach.
When we were walking and stuff, then kind of asked her whether she wants to be my girlfriend.
And I agreed.
I was the one that made the first move. I actually confessed my feelings to my current husband.
Was the pregnancy planned?
No,
It's not
Definitely
actually.
not.
How long were you all together before you found out that you were pregnant?
Slightly less than a
About
year. I think 9 months.
months.
We were only
we
together
were together for 4
about 3
months.
When is the moment you suspected that you were pregnant?
She actually went overseas with a friend to Batam. Then she came back and wasn't feeling well.
I was feeling very nauseous when I was in school. Like in between classes, I would go out to puke. Because of the continuous puking, I sort of suspected that I might be pregnant instead of like food poisoning. So we went to the clinic nearby my husband's place and we did a urine test.
And the doctor was the one that informed us about the pregnancy.
I was anxiously waiting for my period to come, and I sort of knew that it's not gonna come because we had unprotected sex prior to that. Even after the intercourse, I took the emergency after pill. Then when it didn't come, then that's when I suspected that I might be pregnant.
So we took the pregnancy kit. So it was positive. So we went to a gynae to have a further check.
What did you hope the test result was going to be?
Because we were young, right? So obviously it will be negative lah. Because we weren't ready and everything was a blur. I only knew her for about 3 months.
Obviously, before I take it, I hope it will be negative lah, since like I already tried to stop the pregnancy by taking the emergency contraceptive. But when it turned positive, I had like mixed feelings. I know I was scared, but I am assured because I know he isn't someone that will push away this responsibility. Like I know he will be there together with me to face this together.
What was your reaction?
I was like fuck.
Yeah, because we were young and then didn't know what to do.
His hands were actually behind my shoulder. So when he heard the news, he actually pressed, like I can feel that there's some weight on my shoulder because he felt equally as shocked as me. We
So just
both
stare blank
just
at
kept
the
quiet.
doctor. Yeah.
I think I was more calm, but he actually was on the contrary very happy. He really likes kids, and like he also at his age, I think like he's ready to settle down and be a father.
At that moment, I'm very happy, but I just don't know how her parents is gonna take it and my parents gonna take it.
When you realized that you were pregnant, did you want to keep the baby?
No, I will have to give up on a lot of things, like my freedom. At my age also, like friends around me are at very different stages of life. So I just feel like I'm not ready to settle down and be a mom.
I didn't really think about like what I'm gonna do next. So like the instant reaction that I had was, if I have the baby, I would not want to keep it.
Why did you decided to keep the child?
It's just not in my nature to kill something. I just feel like I should be responsible. Even if like people are gonna judge me like, oh, you're a young mother at the age of 20. What if I can prove them wrong? What if I can also raise my child?
When did you guys tell your parents? Like the wife's side first or like the husband's side first?
I told my wife's side first.
I start to have signs of morning sickness. I feel like it's gonna be very hard to hide in front of my parents. Then I told him that I think we cannot wait any longer. Like I need to tell my mom soon.
We gave her the picture, so she kind of understand whatever is going on lah.
Her first reaction was to just like hug me. Shotgun marriage is kind of like a very taboo thing. So I was very, very scared. When she just like hugged me, I just cried because I feel like, feel very thankful to have her support lah.
After that, we went to tell my mom about the issue. My mom was quite okay with it. She kind of accept it. Then she just tell us that we have to start to take care of her more lah, like Hui Yi.
So we went to my parents first. My dad wasn't in Singapore. He was overseas working. So we told my mom. Then we video called my dad. Obviously, we did get scolded lah.
But likewise, when I told my side of my family, my mom couldn't handle it because I was the only child and she had a lot of expectations and dreams for her only child.
Her parents was quite protective lah. Got scolded real bad.
During that period, it's very stressful for me because there wasn't any support. You know, when someone gets pregnant, you see family and friends like wishing them well. But in my case, both sides were just asking me to abort the child.
Every parents, eventually they will still accept the fact that this is going to happen. Whatever you have done, you are still their own kid. It's just a matter of time, how long they take to accept it.
Ultimately, everybody was helpful. They were quite supportive lah. They did ask about what we're going to do about it, what's the plan, what's the next step, and yeah, we appreciate it.
Did y'all get married because of the child?
Yes,
Yes,
we
we
did.
got married because of the child.
I think we just got married earlier because of the child. My family would have wanted me to get married first before I give birth lah.
If we continue longer, I will still eventually marry her.
We didn't host any ceremonies, just a simple ROM. But it's been 8 years and we're actually planning to like host a proper ceremony sometime soon.
Would you say that, right, did y'all stay together because of the child?
Initially, it did felt that way, but slowly as years go by, we grow up with each other. We learn so much about each other.
We've been through so much hardship together. Then we fall in love with each other more and more.
It's more than just the kids. It's about finding somebody that's willing to go through obstacles with you.
Do you think your relationship has changed after having a child?
Definitely,
We
we have like
spend lesser
0 to 9
quality
alone
time
time now.
together.
At times, I even like feel jealous of my baby because like obviously his attention is more on her. Then I'll be like, hey, like you never give me any attention. Like I mean, it's natural like, for everyone's attention to be on the baby, but then like people tend to forget that actually the wife or the mom also needs some like tender loving care and attention.
Because we only know for 3 months, right? Yeah, so the majority of our journey was being a parent together.
When I first met my husband, we were both just two young rebellious kids who enjoy clubbing and living a carefree life. But when the child arrived, it sort of forced us to grow up, and for the sake of our little family, we had to, start to plan for our future, our house, our finances.
Are you the good cop or the bad cop?
Good cop.
I do all the scolding while she do all the comforting.
I think because I'm more soft-hearted, because it's just not in my nature to get like super angry.
We discussed this before. I told Hui Yi that she will try to be the bad person lah, or be the good person lah.
With most mom, like because we are always very anxious about the child, then we will definitely be the bad cop, and the dad is always the fun one.
That being said, right, do you think that you are a good parent?
I'm trying to be a good parent.
There's no such thing as a perfect parent. I'm providing what I can at my best capabilities for my child. So to me, that is good enough.
No matter what I do and whatever happens when she grows up, I will still be there to help her to face the difficulties and walk along with her lah.
Honestly, I think every mom has this, like mom guilt because I'm very inexperienced. Then like sometimes when she cries and like I cannot like manage to calm her down, then I feel like I don't think I'm a very good mom.
Any incidents that your kids like made you feel like having kids this early was worth it?
The moment when I first saw her in the delivery suit. Basically, I'm just looking at my daughter. Whatever the nurse was telling me, I was not even listening to anything.
Every time I look at her, I just think that she's worth every pain and suffering that I've endured so far throughout the
When
pregnancy.
you come home from work tired and the moment you reach home and they are there to greet you and to say, I love you.
Every night before we go to sleep, my kids, like especially my elder one, we will have heart-to-heart talks, and then he will always end off with saying things like, "Mommy, I love you so much." And later I cry. I think that's all I need to hear from him. That is that he appreciates me.
So final question is that what is one thing you would like to say to your partner and your child?
To my wife, I'll work hard to get us a better environment, our own house, to work hard for our future.
And to my husband, I'm really, really thankful that he's a very responsible man. I just want to let you know that I really, really appreciate you and I love you.
My partner, thank you for the 8 years, for sticking by me even though things were unpleasant at the start.
Thank you so much for being my partner in this roller coaster ride. You have many years together.
To my daughter, we will be there to help you, to listen to your problems, and then guide you whichever way you're looking to go.
Mommy and Daddy really love you a lot and hope that you will grow up well and healthy.
To my kids, thank you so much for choosing me to be your mommy. The good thing about having young parents is that we are like your koko and zeze. So yeah, we're like best friends.
Sorry for not being the perfect dad, but thank you for being the perfect children.
Thank you for watching this video.
If you have any other topics you'd like us to talk about, please share with us in the comments below.
Do remember to like, share, and subscribe.
Bye!